أنا جاي هنا النهاردة أتكلم على 7 habits of highly successful bakers أو entrepreneurs. I'm going to stress on highly successful عشان في habits كتيرة مع الناس مش successful خالص. هقول لكم ده فين؟ مش محتاجه. الأول حاجة اللي لاحظت مع وقت ومع شغلي ومع my interactions مع entrepreneurs ومع my own life حياتي إنه entrepreneur أول حاجة إنه entrepreneur مجنون رسمي. الانتربرنور مجنون. ليه مجنون؟ أولاً أنتوا كم واحد هنا؟ 500؟ واحد. ماشي أوكي. ماشي العيب فيا أنا مش في جهاز. مجنون مش فاهم أي حاجة. صراحة احنا كم واحد هنا؟ 600 700 واحد. كلنا مجانين. يعني 98% مجانين عشان الكتاب بيقول انه 2% هينجز. ماشي سو بص اللي جنبك على اليمين شمال شوف المجنون انت قاعد جنبه وجنبها عامل شافل شويه كده وكده. ليه احنا مجانين؟ اولا the odds are stacked so far against us as entrepreneurs that it is insanity to continue. A normal person being a banker or accountant, one of those normal people, would be saying انت فعلا مجنون وده ريسكي ومش هتكمل وليه بتفكر كده. The first thing we face in our insanity is our friends, people closest to us, and our parents telling us, people we trust, telling us this is a bad idea. For you to leave your work, for you to take these steps, for you to come out of college with nothing and start going into this crazy venture, you must be mad. وعندهم حق. إنه during the journey, you are poor, you have no money, your relationships suffer, sometimes you might end up even getting divorced a couple of times. مجنون. You will be shunned by normal people who you see your friends who graduated in college and they have high-flying jobs in some of the mobile operators and those who pay silly money for silly people jobs, okay? And they're having cars and they're getting married and they're having a fun time and going on holidays everywhere and you're still stuck trying to start your venture, first or second. And it's a depressing time. But because you're mad, and this is the point of the insanity, is that you have insane optimism, okay? You are optimistic beyond any normal person should be optimistic. And the thing is that this is the secret. And so if you take a look at any successful entrepreneur, the first thing you realize is this guy's, or this girl, they're really optimistic. They have a positive outlook in life. They have a vision for something. So when you look at this kind of madness a little bit closer, you also see that this optimism and this vision for a different kind of life is actually at the seed of why they're starting something new. You know, they see that the way things are going, I think I can do them a bit better. I think the world can be better. So the entrepreneur, as mad as he is also an agent for change in the world. An agent for change. He wants to see change, and we all want to see change for better in our society and in the world, but he also wants to be an agent for change. So the first, above all, let's say, characteristic of any entrepreneur is that they are mad. Luckily, we are not alone in our madness as entrepreneurs because there are plenty of inventors and artists, musicians who also have this kind of crazy optimism and this crazy creative streak. So now that we've established that everybody in the room is mad, we can do some tips for what highly successful entrepreneurs do. The first thing they do is they avoid the FuzzyWuzzies. Okay? Look around you, check to see if there's any FuzzyWuzzies near you, because FuzzyWuzzies kill. And what do I mean by FuzzyWuzzies? FuzzyWuzzies are the desire to build many, 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 many features on an application. Okay, so it does everything. That's FuzzyWuzzies. It's a lack of focus. And we all know that the person who invented a coffee machine could have put a tea machine and maybe a soft drinks machine inside it as well. The technology was there. Right? The reason they didn't do that, because when somebody wants a high-quality coffee machine, they're going to go to Nespresso. That's $200 for saying the word Nespresso this morning. FuzzyWuzzies kill business. And after a year in Cairo, mentoring about, I don't know, 100, maybe 200 startups, it is FuzzyWuzzies that they have the biggest problem with. Successful entrepreneurs can kill FuzzyWuzzies. Focus. On the ball. Stay on track. When someone says, but it can also do this, right? Yes, it can do that. Let's put it on the roadmap for some other time. What I'm looking at, my business is going to do the following. FuzzyWuzzies kill us. And this is what you end up with if you don't have a FuzzyWuzzy. You have a Swiss Army knife over there with about 200 different things. And the beauty of a Swiss Army knife was that it was small, compact, and had 3 or 4 really cool tools in it. Avoided FuzzyWuzzies. These are the FuzzyWuzzy people. So if you find yourself getting into FuzzyWuzzy land, realize that you will not be a successful entrepreneur. This guy, I don't know if you can see it clearly, this huge oil rig structure with the boat next to it, in enormous cranes, is made out of matchsticks, كبريت. Okay? طول عمره شغال في ده. Okay? ومبسوط. مبسوط أكيد مبسوط وعنده شهادة أهو. ده مجنون ده جنون تاني. Okay? واحد طول عمره بيعمل كده. I'm not saying that hobbies are, it's nice to have hobbies, it's very good, but it's not a business. The first challenge you will face, those of you who are very young, coming out of university, maybe have done a graduation project, is that it's not a project anymore. It's really important to turn it immediately into a business. Start thinking like a business person. It's making business decisions, including about, it's not just hiring the people you love, it's about hiring people who can help you with your business. It's not about احنا كنا كويسين في الجامعة هنبقى كويسين طول عمرنا. مش صح. So it's not a hobby. So stop treating it like a hobby, or stop treating it like a graduation project. The quicker you can transition into a business, the more likely you are to succeed. And the most successful entrepreneurs get that point. And I'm not doing it as a hobby. I'm doing it, yes, I love it. Yes, I want to spend all my time doing it. But I'm going to make a business out of it. I'm going to make sure that it becomes something that everybody else loves. It has to make money. If it can't make money, probably it's not the right idea at the right time. Successful entrepreneurs do not go global day one. Okay? This is really important. I meet a lot of young guys and girls who say, عايز أعمل app global, هيبقى global. بورتل هيبقى global. يعني معناه إيه global؟ دول يعني ده global. حد هنا فاهم أي حاجة من الحاجات دي؟ ها؟ ده global. ده global audience. Think local الأول. You can touch your customer. You can talk to the person who is going to be using what you're doing. They're all around you. It's cheap, it's easy, it's efficient. You get the right kind of feedback. And you understand the mentality. Inshallah, whatever you do will resonate later in a big global kind of Facebook way. But you can't start like that. So you should think and focus on being local first. سيبك من what venture capital يقول لك عنده expansion يعني regional ولا global. ده يا عم أنا عايز أكسب في مصر الأول. وده صح. اكسب في مصر الأول. ما عندنا مليانة مشاكل، إحنا مليانة مشاكل مش كده؟ ولا حلنا كل حاجة 60% من transportation اتحلت. ستين في المية يا ابني. عندنا مشاكل كتيرة أكيد. والراجل اللي قال هو هيحل المشاكل دي مش هيحل أي حاجة. إحنا نحل المشاكل دي. مش ناقصين مشاكل. Okay? أنا قلت حاجات دي. Touch your customer. You understand your customer. You can solve the problems. And we have a lot of problems. Okay? I have a new idea, okay? Not every idea you have is necessarily the great idea. I'm not selling these, okay? There's a lot of geeks and nerds here who might actually think this is a good idea, but this is not a good idea. Being stuck inside a sweater with your girlfriend, huh? And it looks like something from Total Recall, الفيلم الراجل راسه طالع من بطنه. كده. Test your idea, okay? Don't assume it's a good idea. Test it. Do prototypes. Draw it with a pencil and paper. Don't start, and those of you who are developers, and those of you who are also in mechanical engineering, don't start building everything until you test it on small, okay? You are wasting time and you are wasting money. You need to test out your assumptions and test them again. Testing, testing, testing. Now somebody thought that this would be a good idea to put little polishing things on cats' feet, okay? So while they're doing all this. Have you ever tried putting anything on a cat? Okay, they are not compatible with humans and putting things on them. You end up scratched to death. But somebody thought this and actually went ahead and developed a product and put it online. This person is never going to be a successful entrepreneur. This person is an idiot. Okay. Customers are people. Customers are people. Don't get caught into the whole customers, clients. Customers are, at the end of the day, they are people and they like being spoken to. Okay? And they like being listened to even more. And it's much easier to talk to them now than it ever was because we have all the engagement tools online. But failing engagement tools, you can actually get off your computer and hobble out to the door, go down a few steps and reach out and touch people and ask them, what do you think of this? عندي فكرة. إيه رأيك؟ أهو الرسمة اهي، انت فاهم اي حاجة؟ ها؟ لا ده بورتلي يا حبيبي بقى، ده جلوبال. ها؟ انت مش فاهم اي حاجة. Prototypes innovation. Get the expertise you need, okay? If you need to take out some bad guy with a samurai sword, you better have what kind of sword? Huh? You better have the best damn kick-ass samurai sword in the world. Now, how do you get the best expertise? Omar mentioned a really cool way, which is a board of advisors, okay? This is really, really, really important to take this on board. A lot of people who made it and who are experts really, really don't mind giving free advice. Actually, they enjoy it. If you go to all the startup weekends and stuff, there are mentors aplenty. Go to them and say, look, I'd like you to be on my advisory board. Every now and then, I'd like to put your name somewhere. And if they agree, you have won a significant victory. The most successful entrepreneurs are the people not just networking, but engaging people into their business. Okay? Getting the right people, getting the expertise you need. You may need somebody, a marketing person, who today takes £50,000 salary. وانت بص ان انا والله ما عنديش معيش 50,000 جنيه دول هجيبهم ازاي؟ روح كلمه او كلمها هتلاقيها ان انت مش محتاج تجيب الراجل ده او الشخص ده عندك في الشركه لمده سنه. انت محتاج اسبوعين من وقته عشان يعمل strategy عشان يعمل go to market plan. So you can afford 2 weeks of this person's time. وكمان كentrepreneur في الاول عندك equity حاجه equity 100% equity. الاكويتي دي ولا حاجه. يعني دي لعبه في ايديكم. الاغنيه لا انا لا افكر في عينين في حاجه في اللعبه في ايديها مش كده. This is your مجنون. This is what you have. You have equity. 1%, don't think in terms of 100, think of it in terms of 1,000 if it helps you. You know, I'm going to give 1.25% للراجل ده في شركتي عشان يعمل لي الخدمة دي. هيوافق مش هيوافق؟ هنشوف. Okay, جرب الحاجات دي. Try to use what you have. There's no point having 100% of nothing at the end of the day anyway. It's pointless. Look around at the other industries that do really smart things. Am I running over time or am I okay? Where's the time person? Fish, type. That was the other one. Look around at other industries. What does the fashion industry do? The fashion industry, one of the biggest industries in the world, consumer industries, what do they do? This year, they will tell you, Wallahi, what you're wearing is crap, okay? It's rubbish. It's disgusting. انت شكلك بيئة أصلاً. يعني إيه entrepreneur؟ يعني إيه؟ Wait a minute. أنت قلت لي من 3 أشهر إن دي شياكة، آخر شياكة. مش ممكن. الفاشن اندستري بيتغير كل 3 أشهر سيزونال. لو باخد السيزونز سبرينج اوتم سمر وينتر وضحكوا علينا كل سيزون كل موسم في حاجه جديده لازم البسها لازم اشتريها. الفاشن industry is ruthless. The clothes you wear and see in the stores today were designed 2.5 years ago. حد عارف الكلام ده؟ التصميم بتاع الحاجات او الفاشن ده is designed 2.5 years ago based on new manufacturing processes with new materials. يعني مش شيك قوي يعني لو حاجات industrial. Think about that when you're doing your business. How do I do these multiple seasonal iterations? How do I learn from that industry? The other industries are really interesting, like food and beverage. Don't have to go into them, but they have some really, really interesting things that you can learn from in your technical, whether you're technical, whether you're in other entrepreneurship or other startup. And the other industries have a lot to offer you. Just study them. Everyone will tell you this, invest in the right people. It is so important. It's worth 500% on your return on investment. It really is, if your track is to go through and get investment, or even to get incubated or accelerated, to get investment from an angel network, or to get a VC, first thing they really look at is the people you have around you, your management team, your partners. Who are these people? What do they have? What are their strengths? So really, the first thing ever to think about, and the most successful entrepreneurs did this. This is the best thing they ever did. The best thing I ever did was getting the right people around me, and I had fantastic people all the way through. And that's why successful. Roll them. Don't waste time. Don't waste time. Don't waste time looking for meetings, waiting for people, waiting for the end product. Roll the dice, throw them, and go. Change, adapt, be fast, be flexible. People will waste your time. It's in their nature. يلا هنتقابل الأسبوع الجاي إن شاء الله. طيب أنا هعمل إيه لغاية الأسبوع الجاي؟ هنتقابل بعد كريسماس وكل سنة وأنت طيب. يعني بعد إحنا لسه 21 ديسمبر يا أخي. لا بعد كريسماس إيه؟ Don't wait for anyone. Keep moving. Keep showing people what you have. Don't wait for the big guys to give you approval. You don't need approval from anyone. Okay, you need approval from people that are going to buy your product. So find someone addressing, here's a cool tip. Okay, what's the most successful app in Egypt? Yani, what do you think? Most number of users. I mean, no one's actually made any money in apps, right? So, بيقول لك, okay? If you are launching an app in Egypt, wouldn't it make sense to go and talk to the guys in بيقول لك, say, could you just notify your customers about my app? I'll pay you a little bit of money if you could do that. عشان عندهم مثلا 200,000 users أو نص مليون users مش عارف. Piggyback على success حد تاني. Don't think you can get there all on your own. Jump on external support. If somebody says to you, we're going to supply you a mentor. تقول له أنا مش عايز mentor يا أخي. يعني هعمل إيه؟ أقول لي إيه؟ مش هيفهم. أنا فاهم. لا, take the support. You need it, all right? And it's free, if it's free. If it's free, take it. Move fast, make mistakes, blah, blah, blah. And I'm getting to the end. What to do? I've been cut off. Oh, okay. If you see this and you think, this makes me feel sick. Now? Real what? Roller coaster, yes, thank you. It's a roller coaster. Life is a roller coaster, and so is entrepreneurship. But for some people, it makes them feel really sick and want to vomit on the person next to them. For other people, they think it's a thrill. A thrill. Every day, I get up, I go, and I'm doing something fantastic. If you're the thrill person, about being on an up and down, uncertain lifestyle, then entrepreneurship is for you. If you're the person who wants to a bit more steady and doesn't like the ups and downs in life, don't even think about going into entrepreneurship. It is not for you. It will kill you. The odds are stacked against you. You will, as everyone says, you will come out a different person, a better person. There's never been a better time in Egypt to be an entrepreneur. There may be a better time in 6 months' time. There's never been a better time before, and that's because of all the different kinds of support you can get. Yeah, if you're not doing it because you love it, then follow another path. And then I've just got a little PS. The value of your idea is worth less than you think. The value of your idea is worth less than you think. The value of the people you have with you is worth far more than you imagine. Okay? So always remember that. The idea is not it. The idea is never it. It can only be achieved anyway with people, even if it's the best idea. It can only be achieved with the right people, including yourself. The last thing is, please don't waste too much time on PowerPoint. Okay, it's pointless. Thank you very much.